not have to use it.
When I'm using
He just
Outlook,
has, I think he
when
just
I'm
has,
using Outlook for
yeah,
the
because it'll just open in a new tab.
framework.
And then I think he just has to add it, like in permission settings or something.
Well, last time we did 23 minutes. Can you do better than that?
I already said it. I'm like 7:15. Let's be done.
All right. We got Bernard from the Saline Press here as our guest. How you doing, sir?
Hello there.
What's his name?
Bernard and Kevin Miller. That woman's not going to be here.
Bernard, can I ask you a question? Okay. Can you hear me, Bernard?
The egress.
What are we talking about? A particular tree? Okay, just trees in general.
I'm going to call the meeting to order at 7:06. Motion to approve the agenda as follows.
Motion.
Motion by Holly, second by Drew. Harper, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Aye. Motion passes. Secretary's report. I did send out the minutes. I'm not sure if people were able to view them or see them. I just sent you the. Yeah.
Okay.
So I read them. I typed them up. The only big thing we did was just make a motion to spend what we needed to for Fulton Square was a big item, and then talk about the carriage rides for today's meeting. So that's all I got from the secretary's report. Motion to approve it.
Motion.
Motion by Holly. Second by Drew. All in favor? Aye. Motion passes. None opposed. Treasurer's report, Dave.
So here's the treasurer's report. All the activity in the last 2 weeks is related to Tilden Square. All the financial activity. And so we made a deposit just before the last meeting of $5,750. Just before this meeting, I took all the checks that had come in the last 2 weeks, and it was another $11,334. We had $558 in print and design work for the Tolan brochures, and I'll talk about that when we get to our report. And we paid for thank you cards that Holly ordered. So at this point, we have a lot more money in the bank than we've had in a long time. All earmarked. We've got at this point $18,822 is earmarked for Tolan Square, and a smattering of things that are earmarked for other things, and a total available spend of $23,8659. That's all.
Motion to approve the treasurer's report.
Motion.
Motion by Michelle. Second by Holly. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Business, old business, Fulton Square.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Tolan Square's large donor campaign has been going very well. We intend to sort of end it this week, though I know that we will have large donations that come in after. There are things like Azalea or some businesses or whatever that just have slower decision processes. Um, but at this point, we have $28,000 in contributions or pledges towards that campaign. About $17,000 of that is in the bank, and about 11,000 of it is in pledges. And some of those are things that will be paid fairly quickly. Some of it may be paid out during the course of the campaign. Our goal is 35,000. Our stated goal is 35,000. Our committee's personal goal is to get it more to 50 or 55,000 because we want to be sure we have enough money for any cost overruns. And there will be. And so we're feeling pretty good about where we are. And that's also without any decision from the GMACF, which is due in about 2 or 3 weeks. So we're feeling pretty good about where we are there, but we want to really do in that campaign. Our public campaign has been live for a day now. I don't think that there's been any contribution made yet, but we really haven't promoted it to anybody yet. This evening I went to the Historical Society. Tomorrow evening we'll be at Third Thursday. Friday evening we'll be at the band concert, and we'll be promoting it in all those places. And what we've got is 2 brochures, both of which Dave made a pretty colossal mistake on, and so they're being reprinted, but we've got stickers on them. And these are the flyers that we passed out tonight. You don't get one, sir.
That's okay. I got one.
I forget. I left out the .org.
Oh, yeah.
The address, which is like dead in the water. So we put stickers on them, and we've got to reorder those. Should come in Friday or Monday. So we'll be promoting that at Third Thursday and
tomorrow.
Which is tomorrow. Yeah. And Josh is running a table there.
Yep. We're basically at the entranceway with Digital Brewery. We're not going to be inside.
Because they're closed this week.
Yep. So everybody's on vacay, but they let us use it. I confirmed with Annie Baldwin on that. So we're good. I just need a couple people to work the booth with me, do setup and tear down. I got to grab the tables from our other trailer, and then I got our banner, and then we'll also sell some t-shirt merch and some gators. So we're going to try to get some sales out of it. So it's going to be 5 to 8, super fun, just chill out and hang out. So, yeah.
Are you going to be there?
I can be there.
Yeah. So I do got to sign up being yourself.
Yeah.
I was the only one that used it yet, so I was making last week.
I didn't get to use it.
I know.
I know. It's only on my end.
One of the things I'd like to say about the campaign is we've really had downtown business owners really step up. At this point, like I said, $28,000 in pledges and contributions, and I think that it is six individuals or businesses, 5 of them downtown, that have contributed $2,500.
Wow,
Great.
that's awesome.
And probably 10, about 10 that have contributed $1,000, and then several have contributed 500, or a couple have contributed 250. But we've certainly gotten contributions from besides downtown business owners, but more than 2/3 of the contributions have come from downtown business owners. And that's a real tribute to the dedication of those people and to the support that there is for that idea. And we expect when we did the winter lighting campaign, we had 28 business owners who contributed to that. I expect that at this point it's about 15 downtown business owners, but I expect that we'll surpass 28 business owners with this project, because we really haven't been soliciting contributions of less than $1,000, though when it comes in for an amount less than, thank you, And the committee decided that there would be a special T-shirt for those early donors. And so Holly's created this design for that, and we expect that we'll have a final list for the names that go on that T-shirt, and we will have those printed within a week of placing the order. 2 weeks. Okay. So within a couple of weeks, we'll have T-shirts around the downtown with those on, and for Milan more forward members to wear to promote when they're doing event work, that sort of thing. When just a word about how the campaign works. The people who contribute online have their contribution has a 5% surcharge and a 3% surcharge for credit card use and for just using the patronicity system. So to the degree that that money comes in large checks, we would prefer to see those large checks actually come to us rather than go through that system. We may end up putting some of them through the system in order to keep momentum going on the drive. But 8% is on $10 is 80 cents, but on $10,000, with the MACF, for instance, that's $800. And if we can avoid running that through that system, we'll do that. Tomorrow morning, the mayor will have a challenge out there for donors, and we're hoping to boost early donations with whatever he's got in mind. That's all I've got. Until I can do something. I think that Friday is probably just an announcement and distributing the flyers, so I'm not sure we need somebody there for 2 hours for that. I'll be happy to take care of at least that Friday.
Third Thursday we'll do it. We'll get more people, traffic, and we'll have more questions.
Yep.
It's also our first time, I think, having a booth in a really long time for Third Thursday. So
I can probably be there tomorrow around 6.
that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. I do got 2 shifts, so it is separated. So recycle days, we got to publish. Shared on True Friends. I shared it on my own small business for e-waste and shred day, and then household waste. We're doing
Which one is coming up how soon?
24th
Of
September. Yeah. So 8 to noon. DPW building. 18th. My bad. Yeah.
First one's 18.
18.
E-waste shred day.
Yep.
So don't take it on the.
Yeah. October's household. So yeah. I did fix my days up. It's been a long day. I'm sorry, guys.
It's okay.
So, yeah, we're looking good there. So.
Did we get sponsorship yet?
No,
Okay.
no. I got to talk to Ed and get a couple donors. So.
I've got a banner designed and signs designed for arrows pointing to where to go.
How much do you need sponsorship wise? Sorry.
I think we totaled around 500.
Yeah.
So
But if
we're hoping like maybe $300 sponsorship.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then once again, business will get frontage for their logo and sponsored by.
Because I think the banner art itself is $250.
Yeah.
That's what we were trying to
Push this year. That was Holly's idea.
and that's gonna go on Main Street.
Yeah. Where the relay
Do a
for
sponsorship for one event or for 2 events?
for both.
For both.
Yeah. It's got both on there. Yeah.
So do I text it to you?
Yeah. And then we'll get the volunteer sign up through our members through a Google Doc or a sign up Genius.
For the Main Street banner. It's 2-sided.
Nice. So is that two-sided and it's a little bit different on the two sides? Okay.
That way it has our name and the city collaboration there and the dates.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're good there. I think. Just,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll talk to.
Volunteers,
Yep, volunteers, 8 to noon.
18th of September. And
I'm gonna be busy bringing recycle to you.
Perfect.
Okay.
I'll take that
You
too.
could do
Well,
both.
we need numbers for both sides. So, yeah, we're trying to save some money this time by doing shred anyways, and it's the same distributor we used in 2019.
How are these?
These are when
Yard signs?
Yeah.
Yard signs.
Okay.
For the day of the event.
Block parties, I'll confirm with Stacy. We're still good for the October 2nd day, I believe. So I just got to get with you for the logos to throw it up online. Like community bug pumps, I got to meet with Ellen because I think we might have to do a cement block. Put in your Night Family Funeral Home community bug pump. The logo's on there. I got to double check with Ellen for the space. But trees came down over there, so it's kind of not going to touch that last week. So, yep. Gump Lake.
So where's that location?
That's going to be over by the solar charging station, but we might have to put in another cement block.
I want to ask about that solar charging station. Where do you want to put it on the agenda?
Okay.
Or do you want to just address it now?
We can address it now.
So I was without power last week. I don't know if anybody else had that experience, but without power last week, and I went over to the solar charging station, and it doesn't charge.
Yeah, no, I got new batteries. I just haven't had time to switch out the
The connections are just not, they're so loose that I don't think that it would charge anyway.
Yeah, I got it.
And the powder coated plating on that thing is rusted through.
Oh.
And I'm just really concerned about the quality of what we put up there.
Yeah.
That's only 2 years old, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Now.
and I think we need to take a look at that. And I'm concerned about buying anything more like that, and we need to get that workable. It may require new connections for the.
Well,
I'm
I'm in talks with Frank Bloom to get it checked out. So,
Okay.
so I just need to schedule time with him. But
Yeah.
So, because I was trying to figure out the battery issue, but so I didn't know it rusted through because nobody's communicated with me.
Mm.
So now I've been trying to check up on it. But, yeah. Gump Lake. So we met with DNR Landscaping. He told us he's going to go through the water assessment. He's going to do what he can to sponsor that for Poseidon because they're going to help that. But then we're going to have to look at a feasibility study to do a nature area over in Gump Lake. So probably 5 acres to buy, but then we're going to have to work with the city to purchase the land anyway.
So it's 5 acres less than the full amount of the land there.
Yeah. So there's about 100 acres worth to buy, but we can always. The Poseidon guys like, yeah, you guys could do a nature park there, nature preserve, and then
Does that include the entire lake
it includes the lake front, to do a pathway.
on all sides?
Yeah, but we'd have to work towards making it swimmable. That's what the Poseidon guy told us a couple of Fridays ago. So that's like a long-term assessment. He's just like, yeah, you're better off just cutting it down to the nature trails, which seems like the most likeliest low-cut budget we can. It's just
It was only 25 acres for sale over there.
there's another extent.
Not a lot.
Yeah. So that one. Yeah. And then he wants me to contact the Huron Watershed Council to see if there's a possible feasibility study we can do with some of their scientists. So we got some Washtenaw connects over there. So and I can reach out because I'm on their listserv. So because I was trying to do some water sampling too, and they had a couple machines they recommended. So rain gardens, it's Gump Lake's gonna be a process one. So I know we have the butterfly gardens. I know we want to do an extension. Because have you heard from Ashley at all? Or
No, I
Okay.
think we're just been so busy that
Yeah.
it's on hold. 'Cause
Yeah.
We missed the grant, and then we're just gonna have to do a
small donor drive?
small just fundraising for it.
I wanted to ask about the butterfly gardens. As I was preparing the financial report tonight, there's a $175 item
Yeah.
that says,
That's
did
been
we
there
say
for
that?
a while,
Yeah,
right?
it's been there for a few years, something like that.
Can we put that towards
So
expansion?
did we talk about that at a meeting maybe 2 months ago and decide to scrap that and just return it to undesignated funds?
I feel like we
Okay.
did. Yeah.
That's what I thought, but I didn't do it because I wasn't sure. So I'll take that money out.
Okay.
Was this set aside for initially when we?
I think so.
Okay, because that's been paid for. I went through Dave to order everything that we needed supply-wise from you guys. So all that's done and said and paid for. So if you're earmarking that, put it towards the next one or something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we can vote to just keep it to go towards the bench that we want to put over there. I think the bench was $500.
Yeah. Let's just put it back in general funds as we talked about in that previous meeting, and then we'll make a decision about whatever proposal comes forward.
Yeah. I know we did. I know from last meeting we did want to make a decision on the carriage ride. I'm not sure how we're feeling about that. Do we want to do it this year? Or?
Gosh, when's the last date we can decide? Because my brain's not even in Christmas right now.
Yeah.
We have somebody.
Jesse, can I get you in a minute for the first responders thing for new business?
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
We have somebody who's interested in being a sponsor, if not the sponsor. I don't know what limits she wants to put on the spending she does for that. But, I got a contract, and I did not think to bring it along tonight. But it seems to me that the contract is for $2,800, and I think that was probably for 2 carriages.
Yeah.
And which is what we had before. And I think we offered our sponsorships last time at $1,000. So
3 sponsors. We have 1.
well, we get income from it too. So of course we'd like to get as much income as possible, but it would be hard to do more than 2 sponsors because
the tickets are small.
Well, and also because there's 2 carriages. So
yeah.
You can get you 1,000 and 800. You got to make up on the profit. I think you could do that. It's easier to do that than trying to make up 1,800.
Right. Another thing that feeds into that decision, I guess, is our conversation coming up about insurance. And what we did last year was we took out any insurance for events from our coverage. And so if we operate an event, we would need to add coverage for events. So I think that what we got off of it was about $400. It might be. I would think that it's something we could add later if we chose to do
You can
that.
add anything. You can add.
And we might also be able to get a single event insurance.
Yes, you can get single event insurance. Absolutely. They actually prefer that because then you can cater it more to each event, and if there's alcohol, and the risk and everything. Yes. When do you have to have those booked by? I know you said they booked up quickly.
Yeah.
I kind of almost wonder that we wait again, only because the COVID spikes.
I guess my inclination is to just not risk it because at this point,
Put it back till next year.
if the event was canceled and we had to pay the fee for the horses, it would be everything we got of undesignated funds. So
So
Just hold and check. We can check later.
postpone till 2022.
I mean, yeah, you're gonna need to revisit it late in the fall or something. Just take a look at it once we have a better idea what's kind of coming our way.
Yeah.
Because I don't think any of us really
Yeah.
know, unfortunately, what's
Okay.
on its way till 2 months from now, probably.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So motion to postpone carriage rides till 2022.
Move.
Motion second by Holly. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Motion carries. First responders, pig roast. Jesse, I know you wanted to talk about this and possibly ask Moving Mountain Forward for sponsorship. Thank God you're here. Perfect timing.
Absolutely.
So
yeah, the three of us were out at the Hack House, which is doing an incredible job, gaining new membership and things like that. Oh, am I on a
Zoom.
Hi. Quick side note, the more that we're able to work together and make sure that we're hitting these different events of all these different organizations, the better we're all gonna do. I know we're all busy coming out of COVID. Everyone just wants to get together and see each other, so it's been good to put a little bit more weight. So Josh and I joined the Sons of the American Legion, which if you are a son of a family member that has served in foreign wars, you can join the Legion here, and essentially our job is to help support this Legion here. So we have the auxiliary, which is strictly for women, the Sons is strictly for men, and the Legion that is for all service members. So this year being the 20th year anniversary of September 11th, and the fact that September 11th falls on a Saturday, we all thought, as we were kind of months past, talking about doing a first responder, more focused on saying thank you to all the police, fire, anyone that worked at a hospital, anyone that worked at Kroger, anyone that is we saw the commercials, a first responder, essentially just having a nice big celebration out here. Of course, the optics of that why are you getting all these people together when COVID is still, raging through? It's kind of a hard, push. So our idea was let's get these heroes together. Let's have some sort of meal for them and their families to come down here. And when are we going to do that date? So it's always been pushed off on the back burner. September 11th rolled around this year, 20th anniversary on a Saturday. There's going to be a huge event with Helmet and those guys with the motorcycle event. It's going to be suicide awareness as well as a car show, and that ends at 4:00. So we're having all these people coming down into downtown Milan to go for these events that are normally very successful, and then what is out there for them to do afterwards. So we figured let's do as much as we can here at the Legion, especially knowing a lot of people are going to park here. So essentially we have a band that is going to be set up around 5:00. The Legion is going to take care of food, everything like that. So there'll be music, there'll be drinks, there'll be food, that type of thing. Again, the whole idea is to honor the first responders and military on September 11th. We've reached out anywhere from $50 to $100 just to help, and it's literally let's just cover the band cost. That's it. Everything else has been donated, food's been donated, things like that. There's no pressure. I'm very confident that we're going to have things covered as far as expense-wise goes. That's not going to be an issue in our eyes. It's more or less, if you want to be a part of this, we think it's going to be a nice, successful event. Josh pulled off a wrestling event down here that was absolutely insane.
We need number 2.
Yes, and number 2's coming. So I guess it's whether it's financial or whether it's just coming down here and supporting what we're doing that day. We'd love for you guys to be involved.
Does this have any? Does this is not fundraising at all for the Legion? Is that correct?
Not at all. I'm sorry. It is. It is in the way of we need to build a seawall.
Right.
So
is it helping with that?
Yes. Anything the next probably 12 months worth of any event is going to be to build that seawall.
Okay. Well, one of the things that that we talked about as we spoke to the various Legion groups about our project was our desire to be helpful in extending what we're doing, what we've done over there to, and so I think that doing what we can to in small ways support their project, and if there's something you can do in a big way, like down the road, that too.
And I think that goes to my kind of starting statement of we have so many different groups and organizations in town, and we need to help each other out. The quicker we can get this project done, the quicker we can renovate one of those other rooms so that we're not as beautiful as this best view in town is. We can have this meeting happen in there. We can start to focus on different parts of the Legion. So that's been the major thing. And this first responders has been just kind of a passion project that we've been working on for a while. And yeah, we're excited to see it through. So again, if there's anything that the Movement Forward would like to donate, starting at $50, it'd be gracious. If not, please make sure that you stop by and definitely say thanks to some of our police officers and firefighters that are down here. And yeah,
our budget is certainly tight, but but I think offering $100 contribution to support a partner organization, this makes sense.
Motion by Dave for $100. Second by Drew. All in favor?
Awesome. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Jesse, for driving us home.
See me when.
I'd like to talk to you too about, because we had briefly mentioned before about doing a movie night with our big screen. So I don't know who's in charge of that.
Yes, I'll get you the information. Yeah. It's another Josh, unfortunately. So you have to make sure you use last names. But yeah, very good. So thank you guys so much.
I'll say segue back to now that Stacy's here.
I'm sorry, I got so much going on.
Yeah, you're good. No worries. Anything on Black Parties?
Yes. So Shannon emailed me. Wayne emailed me their minutes they had. It's the first Saturday in October.
Yeah.
4 to 6.
It's a neighborhood association
So
minutes.
no August, no September. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just too late to do September now.
Okay.
It kind of so October is for sure.
October 2nd. Okay.
Yes. And 4 to 6.
Okay. 4 to 6 work.
Yep. They definitely want the paper products. We got that sponsor for that. I said we do set up the music. They're trying to stay COVID safe.
Okay.
So they're going to have like a chili cook-off, and they're going to be served in like cups.
Okay.
And then they asked, has any of the events had food trucks at them? And I said I have to ask because I bet you that is a totally different permit.
We had a caterer. Come in, I think for Ed's.
Right.
I do know a food truck guy in town. And
That's what I'm saying. I was told that's probably a totally different permit to do if you want a food truck at one of those. And I told her maybe not. Let's not do that this time because that's something totally we have to get into.
Love the idea though.
And then what else did she say?
The thing about a food truck is making sure that they get enough volume to justify them being there. Because you don't want to.
Say, okay, we'll be there, but I need
a set amount.
Yeah.
But I like the idea of experimenting with it at least and figuring out whether it could work. And that's not a bad neighborhood to try to experiment with that in.
So as soon as I come back Sunday, so next week, I'm going to fill out the permit paperwork, and I have that map that I'll map out because we're going to block off Beaver Tail between Morning Glory and Poppy.
Okay.
So it started October 7th.
October 7th. Okay.
4 to 6. Proposing a tailgate party with chili cook-off, neighbors preparing and serving individual cups. They're also going to do hot dogs, buns, chips, and pop. They're thinking about doing something, and I don't know if this would be us, is a popcorn movie later for the kids. So that's what they've been having to do with us.
No.
And then have you ever
Could have our screen.
Screen.
Oh, okay. They were talking about setting, is there a football game that day too? Because they said they were talking about setting up TVs around the neighborhood or down that street with different football games playing.
I always had an idea of football season being drive-in.
Right. I'll suggest that to her. And for the big screen.
Not that I volunteered to set it up, but
Yeah, I
I
know.
have the idea. Okay.
You're gonna need help setting up that screen. That's like a 4-person job.
Yeah.
It really is, yeah.
Yes.
Have you ever had food trucks come to these events? Maybe we have Ron brainstorming.
Yeah.
So that's for that, and I'll get back to her.
If you ever do food trucks, do one food truck.
Yes.
And I think you might want to experiment with something like an ice cream truck to start, so that it's everybody knows what it is that's there, and it's something that virtually everybody is okay with. And
kind of like cookies and cream.
Yeah.
Jason's willing to come even if it's only $80.
Oh.
He did the one we had for human trafficking. Drive into it. There was very minimal amount, but he's willing to come out because one, it's his hometown, and two, it's people. I mean, it's his. So that's all I have. So yeah, I will pull that. When's the next city meeting?
This Monday.
So what's the one after that?
The second one in October.
Second Monday in October.
So the 13th?
Yeah.
So I'll have it by then.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for all your coordination.
This is fun. This is triggering some ideas in my mind. Because we know we had the townie party at the Sunflower Festival first year.
Yep.
There's this weekend and next weekend is the last weekend. How long does it take to get the liquor permit? Not liquor, but beer and wine. If we were to do that for the last weekend.
That's an Uncle Sal question, but probably
you might get it in time, but
probably.
But it's we can't pull off the planning and execution of something like that in 2
all we
weeks.
would do is the sponsoring the alcohol license.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
I don't know. I have an idea. Just to,
that also involves insurance too.
Yeah. Great segue.
That would be on Vicky, right? Insurance, so.
The cost might be, yeah.
That's a great segue.
Yeah.
Insurance renewal. Yeah, let's talk about all the.
So actually did some exploration after our conversations. We received our bill for our annual premium, and it's $1,343. What I had remembered was that we got a discount down to like $800.
Yeah.
But in fact, that's not what happened. We got a discount from $1,700 to $1,280 last year, and this is a $63 increase from that. This is directors and officers insurance. It is general liability insurance. It is not events insurance, and that's what came off to save the $400 last year. And so I think that it's probably something that we have to bite the bullet and pay. I have a suggestion that we ask them to put us on a twice annual payment rather than paying it all right now.
Yeah.
In hopes that we raise some money between now and 6 months from now. But does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. I like that.
Yeah, I'm sure you would.
We'd have access to West End, yes. Let's see, I don't know what their payment plans are though, because all of them get different. So if you're a full pay, it's usually cheaper than if you split out the two pay.
It's usually like $8 extra or something like that.
It depends on the carrier. I got some that are like a 10% discount, 15%, and some that are like you're talking 2-3%, or okay, well I'll eat the 2 or 3% and pay twice because we can raise the difference in funds. But yeah, no, I would. I would continue to go this way and not do and keep the event specific insurance, can be a little more expensive to do it that way, but you can tailor the insurance to the event. And that way you can make sure there's no loopholes in each event that we are insuring. Because the last thing you want to do is have something happen at that event that the broad policy for $400 doesn't really
You
cover.
signed a questionnaire at the beginning saying that there wasn't going to be alcohol at the events, and you happened to do an event that didn't include it, or they'll send out a questionnaire.
Okay. Yep, and I can help look into stuff too. If you guys have questions, I'd be more than happy to talk to whoever, reach out if you need it. So
I'm totally fine with splitting it right now, just so we can, because we got a block party coming up. We got Toll and Swear and all that. We're gonna have to spend.
The one thing you don't want to do is let it lapse.
Yeah.
Make sure you have it, and even if they split it and you pay more, if we look into different options and find it cheaper somewhere else or do something, they'll always refund you your money. But yeah, just don't let it lapse, because then other insurance companies will jack your rates up very quickly if you've had a lapse in coverage.
Okay. Could we do a conference call with them next week, or
About,
it looks like
about what?
about the insurance?
it looks like 823.
Oh, I'll just drop by their office tomorrow
Okay.
and offer to pay half of it.
Okay.
So just get that early payment made on it, and then it'll buy you time to figure out if you want to do anything different.
Motion to pay the bills. All in favor?
Aye.
Alright, motion carries. All right.
I can't believe I have to vote on that.
Sorry. Robert Rules of Order.
Yeah, it's all good.
Saline Press, we're gonna bust into round.
Motion to pay my bills too.
Anything from the Swing Press? Bernard, any questions? Welcome to Moving Mountain Forward. Nope.
Hi, Bernard. It looks like you're muted if you can hear us.
Nope.
What I'd like to say to Bernardi, I don't know if you can hear us, but we cannot hear you. But we do have a press release that we would like to issue, and I'd be happy to forward it to you if you'll provide an email address that we can send that press release to. It's about our Toll Square fundraising campaign.
You can't hear me.
Okay, so his question on the chat is, what kind of advice would you offer the city of Saline, since we're doing such a good job in Milan, rebranding our city? You guys are seniority in this group.
Well, I guess if you want a comment, and my comment about that is that what we've done in Milan is transform the place through a lot of steps, and what you had in Saline to start with was so much stronger than where we were 10 years ago that improvement there is likely to be incremental as opposed to the transformational, and you should be proud of what you got.
Transformation of the place on Saline. Yeah. It's not been my week, guys. I'm sorry.
That's all good.
It's been all of our weeks, Josh. It's like we were all on the bad list.
I was gonna put it really quick on my phone, so I could still kind of carry you around with me. So
Oh, yeah.
I got that on everyone up there. So.
Relocated 1 to 3 raccoons last night.
Two to go.
To go. And of course, I had to move the one that has been hanging around for a while. We got to know each other, and I cried on the way home. But I did it all by myself. So I have 2 more to get.
You're so nice.
Well, not anymore, but she lived in our deck.
I'm gonna bust into round table, I guess.
Yeah, I started it. So
Raccoons.
Ricky's in the nature preserve.
Nice.
So
It's not so far back home.
No, because I was gonna go further into the other entrance, but there were cars there late at night. It was like 11. I didn't want to go by myself. I didn't know what was going on. So
Maybe I missed this, but they moved ball field from Ridge Park.
Oh wow.
Is there a plan?
BMX park in there.
Oh, is that where they're gonna put it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right.
Oh
great.
wow.
Yeah, I kind of am a little lost on that part, but and don't forget pretzels tomorrow. Down.
Pretzels
Julie, I won't
Friday.
be here, but Julie will be down there.
Oh, for
Pretzels.
yep.
Yeah.
Perfect. I'll stop by. Support a small business owner.
Yeah, there you go.
Get all those pretzels.
She's looking into a food truck.
well, Modern Craft Winery has their Mosa cups now too,
Oh, yeah.
and I saw that they're having a wine float. I'm gonna get one tomorrow. Sounds good.
Michelle.
I don't have any.
Okay. Drew, Harp, Eddie.
I'm good for now. I think we covered a lot of it today.
Okay, cool. Dave.
I'm just grateful for all of the things that I saw during the last week that were neighbors helping each other, getting the city back in shape after really devastating events. And, you know, to look as good as we look today, given what we looked like a week ago at this time,
Yeah.
it's pretty amazing. And there's just a lot of people who work very hard to make good things happen. And it makes me very proud to be a part of this community. And it's a bag of cookies, and everybody's expected to take their fair 3. They're all Life is Sweet cookies. There's a
Doesn't matter what
there you go.
Super thankful for what our community did. Yeah, as I used to kind of stole my thunder. So yeah.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, I'm happy we got power back on. I'm happy we can be at the Legion this week, out in this beautiful view. Pro wrestling show on Labor Day weekend, Saturday the 4th. May the 4th be with you.
Oh my gosh, is it really that soon?
Labor Day weekend. Yep. We got my buddy. We got Zach Gowen coming, who wrestled Brock Lesnar in WWE in 2003. This is kind of my personal thank you to the Legion for letting me run a pro wrestling show, part 2. We'll probably do it again 6 months after this, but this is kind of, yep, already got multiple going on Facebook, and then tickets are in sale to purchase right now. You can bring your own lawn chair, and you can buy it for $10, and you can sit in your own lawn chair and watch the show for $10.
I can't wait.
It's so much fun. Just sit next to me and you'll have a good time. I promise.
Third Thursday tomorrow. Please stop by the Moving Mountain Forward booth. Tell your friends. Tell your families. We'll be selling merch and promoting Tolan Square. That's all I got. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you all. Block parties, you're killing it. Recycle days, we're killing the business.
Oh, yeah. I have 2 different days for Milan Cares. Is it the 30th or the
23rd?
23rd?
Yeah.
Why do I have 2 days?
October.
Oh. Okay.
So the 23rd, it's not the 30th.
No 30th.
Okay.
Yeah, October 23rd.
Oh, if anybody wants to be on the subcommittee for the Halloween party, let me know. We've got to start working on that.
Yeah.
I'd like to.
All right. Subcommittee, there we go. Motion to close the meeting at 7:53.
Josh is a failure.
We tried.
Oh, 7:53.
Motion.
Motion. Yep. Not my day, guys. Motion by Holly, second. Drew, all in favor? Any opposed, nay? Motion carries. I've had a bad day.
One of the things that I would ask of everybody to consider is watch for anything promoting the Tolan Square project. If you can help get things off to a solid start there, we'll start our first promotion tomorrow, and it would be nice if we could get to
Thank you.
$5,000 in contributions over the course of the first week or so. And every $10 or $50 or whatever helps. So just
I'm gonna buy a brick. My son is, he doesn't care.
How much is the brick?
the first bricks are at $250. Get a T-shirt at $100,
Yeah.
and you'll get a T-shirt because you're here to promote during the event too. Yeah, and we'll probably have those maybe by the next time we meet. Certainly the time after. What are your T-shirts getting ready?